YouTube, what's up? It's your girl here, Makar from Cougar's Closet. Today we are going to be talking about survival skills. And this is part one. I am going to do a part two on this. Let me dive into it. What inspired me to do this video, I was doing some work around the house or whatever, and I was walking down the hallway. Daughter, your father, get him up. Get him prepared. They walking around in the slumber. Get him up. What's that? Okay, I'll do it. So I'm here, y'all. The discussion that we having tonight is called survival skills. If y'all look around the world, I don't know if y'all noticing what I'm noticing or not, but stuff is starting to shrivel down, if you know what I mean. Stuff is not plentiful as it used to be. Which kind of makes me believe, before it's all over with, we could be getting ready to go into a recession. We could be getting ready to hit a depression. Just weird. If you look around, some of the things that used to be plentiful, they ain't plentiful no more. It's a few. It's just enough, a few, for enough that's there on the scene at the right time, at the right place to grab, if you know what I mean. Or some of this stuff is disappearing. It's getting discontinued. They ain't making it at all. You know. Look around. All this stuff is starting to take place, y'all. Even with TikTok, with the application TikTok, and I'm on there, and I'm enjoying it. But let me say this: through that application, God is sending a message through that application. I don't know if y'all paying attention to that. Oh, but he's sending a sharp, direct message. And it's a clean blow. Pow. And what he's trying to get you all to see is that the world is not as big as you think it is. See how he's shrinking the world down. See, that's what's going on. He's shrinking things down. That's why he wanted me to tell y'all. I wanted me to get y'all prepared. The world is shrinking, y'all. We thought the world was so big. You can see through that application. The world ain't as big as y'all think it is, y'all. And that's the message that he is sending tonight. Getting back to what I'm saying about survival skills. Getting y'all prepared, just in case we run into a recession or a depression. Y'all, nothing shocks me. Nothing. This could happen. It don't have to happen all the way. We could be on the borderline for it. We could be in the middle where you notice this is what's going on. Go to some of your food stores. It ain't enough food there sometimes. You can't find what you're looking for. Sometimes your EBT card ain't working. All this stuff that's going on, that's basically telling me or sending a signal ahead that we better start turning around and getting back into ourselves. See, technology. I blame technology all the time. See, technology got us spoiled. Technology has ruined us. Technology has taken the place of patience. Technology has taken the place of jobs. Technology has taken the place of homemakers. You know what I mean? People that have true skills, that was born to do this. You see what I'm saying? They set up shop, y'all, all around. And now you saying, well, I ain't got to do this no more. They making that down the street at the store. I can go buy that. You see what I'm saying? And see, now you start to rely on this stuff. Now this stuff is changing your mind frame. You know, because it'd be quicker if you are a home seamstress and you make clothes, but now Walmart making the same thing that you making. Well, it'd be quicker to go down here and pick it up because I don't have to put the labor into it. You see what I'm saying? It'd be quicker to go down here and snatch the wine off the counter. I don't have to make no wine and get no grapes and do no fermentation because they got it down there. But see, what that type of stuff is doing is stumping you out. See, the main things that we relying on are the main things that's getting in your brain and programming you that you think is the things that you can't live without. But see, this is what I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all, we've been making all this stuff you see in the stores. We've been making this. We the inventors behind all of this. How do you think this stuff got out here? We've been doing this. All the food. We ain't nothing new, y'all. This is where we come from. So I guess the message that I want to send to you all is to be prepared to convert back. Convert back. Start getting in your ways. Just even if this stuff isn't happening yet, if it hasn't started happening yet, but I've been seeing some things that's starting to happen to where y'all gonna have to convert back. You're gonna have to get into survival mode. You see what I'm saying? That's the signal I'm getting, that we're gonna have to get back in survival mode. We're gonna have to do what it takes to keep breathing around here. What it takes to keep living around here. We're going to have to stop depending on Mr. Charlie for his merchandise. Back in the day, where was Mr. Charlie? You had to do these things on your own. My mother talked about all the time. When she was a kid coming up, black people couldn't go to the hospital. They wasn't welcome in the hospital. She talked about how my Indian aunts would go outside if they were sick, or if they needed lotion, or if they needed ointment, like a Bengay or something. How they would go out into the yard. And they had gumball trees. And my aunt would go out there and pull gumballs off the tree and come back in and mix her spin on whatever. And make an ointment out of it. Rub it all over your body. Next day you was all right. You know, she talked about, how my uncle, how they made hooch. You know, how your uncles made moonshine. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see where I'm going with this. We're going to have to turn around and go back the other way, y'all. And so that's what I want to talk to y'all about tonight, about getting y'all ready. Because I don't know, I just got this eerie feeling. There's something about to hit. I'm not right all the time. I can't be right all the time because I'm a human. I'm not in a spiritual form. I am partially, but not all the way. So I can't be right all the time. But I just got this eerie feeling that somewhere down the road, y'all, we gonna run into some trouble here. And so, what I was thinking about too, as far as getting back to where we came from, it might come a time, y'all, where all these women, you know, how you ride down the street and you see these beautiful homes. Oh, and you see the women's beautiful landscaping, and you see the beautiful flowers coming all up, you know, coming up all towards the window of their house, and the rocks, and just landscaping, just beautiful landscaping. All the beds of roses, y'all. All the tulips, y'all. All these beautiful plants. Just riding down the street, admiring the artwork. Well, I'm thinking there's gonna come a time, y'all, well, y'all gonna have to get out in that yard and snatch all this beautiful artwork up out of there. Snatch all these beautiful elephant flowers up out of there. Snatch all of these roses and tulips up out of there. And lay you down some cucumbers. Lay you down some greens, some tomatoes, some onions. You know, our grandfathers and fathers had all this stuff. You could go, you just could ride around all the time. I don't care who house you went to visit. Your dad had a garden in their backyard. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. Your dad had a garden in their backyard. And when his best friend came over to visit and brought his daughter, you went in the room and you played with your daughter, with his daughter, and daddy and the friend grabbed a drink and they went outside to the backyard to their garden, didn't they? That was part of the conversation, wasn't it? Look around now, y'all. It ain't halfway no gardens nowhere. You see one or two. That was your main conversation. A man's main conversation anyway. That was part of the excitement, of the entertainment, of being entertained when you went to somebody's house. The conversation started off in the front room, breaking the ice. And once the ice got broken, you was walking through the house, going to the backyard, going out there in the backyard, and you gonna see this garden, you gonna see all this live production going on. When people step up in your house, is that part of the entertainment you provide? I guarantee you, damn near 85% of y'all, no, that ain't part of the entertainment. That ain't part of the conversation. Y'all better get back to gardening. All right. What about the woman? And when her lady friends came over to enter, and she needed to entertain them, what was her conversation about? Her conversation, you came in the house, you talked for a while, break the ice, break the chisel, and when things got warm, you was on the back of her. I seen my grandmama in action. You was on the back of this lady, and you was following her two places. You was following her to the kitchen, and then you was following her to the basement. That was part of the entertainment. She had a display to show off. What was her display? Canning. You saw canned pears, canned apples. That was the dessert. Canned jelly. That was the dessert. That's what was in the kitchen. She's showing off. But when you got downstairs, oh, come on, let me take you downstairs. Shelves. Husband that built shelves. What did you see when you got down there? You saw canned relish. That was your pickles. You saw canned cha-cha. That one with the greens that your uncle or granddad had out there in the yard, with the onions. And the poke salad that he was growing beside the greens. Remember them wild greens, the poke salad? You were seeing relish, pickles, cha-cha. You were seeing all of this stuff. Folks was having a meal, y'all. They was having a full-fledged meal off of the work of their hands. Off of the work of their labor. You want to get drunk? Oh, come on. Oh, I got some moonshine I've been making. How old is this? I've been having this 5 or 6 years. I got a stack of it. Come on down. Some of this is older. Come on down here and look at my brewery. Y'all, we got to get back. Something ain't sitting too well with me about this life, about this environment. You needed clothes? Your wife? She didn't have to pull no sewing machine out and blow no smoke and dust off of it. It was already sitting there. Your socks had holes in them and your toes was sticking out, your big toe was sticking out. You took your socks to your wife and she sat down. And she stitched your socks up again. And you was ready to go. Your grandmama, you cold? Wintertime coming? Oh, that was a bad lady, y'all. Your grandmama, your auntie, your Indian auntie. Oh, them was some bad folks. They didn't even need no sewing machines, y'all. They sat in that chair. They got old pants that couldn't nobody wear no more. Old sheets and old pillowcases could nobody use no more that was on their last leg. And they got the stitching, y'all. They got the stitching. All kind of cotton packed inside for the warmness. You see what I'm saying? They got the stitching, y'all. You were so hot there in the middle of the winter when Auntie came up off that blanket. When Grandmama came up off that blanket, you were so hot you were sweating dead in the winter. You had to come from underneath them sheets. They didn't stitch some jeans onto the blanket. We gonna have to turn back around, y'all. We didn't let technology destroy us. We gonna have to turn back around and start getting back to what we getting back to. We gonna have to get us some deep freezers, y'all, and start filling up our deep freezers. I remember when my dad used to had a deep freezer. Oh, he kept a whole goat in our deep freezer. You see what I'm saying? Something go down, he was gonna be able to feed his whole family. Peas and stuff that he pulled out from the garden and greens, cooked them. Ziploc bags. Took them, packaged them up, set them things in the deep freezer. Something go on, I don't care what was going on. We was gonna have a meal, y'all. See, we might have to end up getting back to the barter system. Something I think we shouldn't have never got away from. Somebody knock on your door. You got some sugar? Yeah. You got some flour? You see what I'm saying, y'all? How much you need? Just give me about a cup. And you're going to be nice. And you're going to send 2 cups over there. Oh, here, I got a half a bag because I got some new sugar. I got a big old bag. So I'm going to give you this half a bag. You see what I'm saying, y'all? We're going to have to get back to some older ways. Because some of this stuff is getting out the way. We're going to have to start getting back in the kitchen and making our own medicines. I remember being a little girl and my father would be sick. I remember my mama made this stuff that she called Fagalaga, y'all. Fagalaga. I'm talking about home remedies, y'all. I know what you know. I know somebody knows about home remedies. See, we're going to have to start getting back. We got too far. We done got too far away off of our axles, y'all. I have to bring y'all back home. Now, getting back to this Fagalaga. I remember my dad would be sick, y'all, sometime. Have a cold, have a bad cold. You know the kind of cold with a phlegm all in the back of your mouth and all this yellow mess coming out and you can't breathe and you congested. And all. Y'all remember them days when your dad came home like that? My mama had a recipe called Frogger Lager. Honey, knock all that shit out in 1 minute. She would get some liquor. Anything that was 100 proof. Put it on the stove and boil it. Put some lemons in it, y'all. And some honey. Get it as hot as she can get it. Sprinkle a little cinnamon in it. Just damn. Make my dad take a hot bath. She'd bring that Frogger Lager to him. He'd laying in the bed sick, y'all. He don't even know if he's going to be able to get up and go to work the next day. She'd get that Frogger Lager going. Oh, honey, smoke be blowing all through the house from them pots. Smoke be blowing all through the house. She'd get that Frogger Lager, honey. She had that eye turned up to the max. When she be taking that Frogger Lager in there to daddy, smoke be blowing off of the Frogger Lager. Anything 100 proof, I think at the time she was using Crown Royal at the time. Crown Royal, lemons, and hundreds. And Crown Royal, lemons, and honey. She'd take that glass to my daddy, he laying in the bed sick. Oh, honey, smoke be roaring off that teacup. Smoke be roaring. She'd make him drink about 2 or 3 cups and get up under the covers and wrap himself up so he can sweat it out. Honey, when that man get up in the next morning, oh, daddy be in the bathroom, you could see him blowing the rest of the stuff out his nose. Blowing it out his throat. She didn't open him up, y'all. We're going to have to get back to that type of stuff. Home remedies. I remember when we was kids, we was sick, and we couldn't afford no what's them things called, humidifiers and all of this stuff that make you open up and stuff like that. We'd be clogged up. My mama would get a big pot, the biggest pot she had, y'all. I watch her fill that cup up, fill that water, that pot up. She had all kind of water. She was dumping all kinds of water in there till she got that pot filled up. She put that pot on the stove, y'all, and put the heat on real, real low. And at first you say to yourself, this ain't doing nothing. But you fall asleep. And in the middle of the night, you have to go to the bathroom, and you go to the bathroom. But all of a sudden, you don't even seem to notice that everything is open. Your pathways is open. All of this open, y'all. All of this open, y'all. All of this open, y'all. That pot be brewing overnight. Steam coming out. Moisture coming out into the air. Opening everything up. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back. We got to get back. I remember times, you know, it was cold in the house, freezing cold. We couldn't afford to run the heat bill like we would have liked to, you know. Mama go in that kitchen, turn that oven on, open that door up. All through the night, y'all, heat. Translating all through the house. And guess what? You was toasty. The heat that come out your oven don't even compare to the heat that Ameren or whoever your heat company is providing you with. That ain't that same type of heat, y'all. That ain't it. That ain't it. See, back in the day, grandmama and granddaddy and Uncle Momo and all this stuff and granddaddy and cat daddy, see, they was on to something. We just didn't know it. But see, that's why I'm here, to turn y'all around and get you back on it. Because see, some I don't know what it is, somebody pop off, y'all. They're talking about it's getting better. I don't think it's getting better. It's getting worse. It depends on what aspect you looking at it. But some things I see getting gooder over here, and getting worse over here. See, they give you something and they take something away from you. That's how the game always been, y'all. If they give you something in the front, you better be looking towards the back because they snatching something, taking and going out the back door. You better be looking, y'all. Ain't nothing getting better for nobody. We'd like to think it is. We'd like to think it is. But you know, I just want to come here, you know, we better get some candles, start stocking up on our candles, you know. On your tissue supplies. You know, my mother used to tell me, and I remember this being a little girl when I would have to go back down south to see my grandmother and see my aunties and stuff. Now we didn't got up here. We up in Illinois because my mama didn't came from Tennessee to Illinois. We up here, so we got bathrooms. We fancy. We don't even know how fancy we are till we get down there to visit. And I tell my mom I got to pee, and I'm a baby. She taking me outside to this outhouse. And I'm like, what is this? Flies all over the place. Somebody else poops sitting somewhere. Somebody else pee sitting somewhere. But that's what I had to work with. We at grandmama's house. And grandmama don't want to come up there with you. She don't want to be around all that fancy stuff. She fine where she at. This her life. This how she live. But now you spoil. You're in the middle of two worlds. When you go back home, you got a bathroom, you got toilet tissue. But see, down there, grandmama had the outhouse, and you didn't have no tissue. Wasn't no tissue around back then. You know what you had? You had clumps of dirt, hard dirt. That's what you wiped your butt with. At least that's what happened to me at my grandmama's house. You know. So, we need to stock up on candles, you know, electricity. We know how to run wires. Oh, we're going to get us some electricity going. But maybe we need to start buying a couple of mirrors and carry a whole bunch of mirrors just in case something happens. We can stack all these mirrors on top of each other and produce light. You know, we're going to have to get back to where we come from. And even if you don't want to go all the way there, you better start getting into some practices because we might not go all the way into a recession. We might not go all the way into a depression, but partially in the middle, we already there, y'all. So, don't let me take up much of your time tonight. I felt it in my heart to detox and rejuvenate some energy here. Let people know where we come from. Don't get it twisted. We ain't new to this. We true to this. This is where we came from, y'all. You know, your mama's from Tennessee and carrying on Mississippi and carrying on Arkansas and carrying on. You see what I'm saying? This is where we come from. Don't just because your mom and daddy moved up here to up north and Midwest, don't get up here and get fancy and get beside yourself because you were the firstborn Midwest and Illinois and up north and all that. Don't get beside yourself. You know where you come from, and you didn't come from none of this stuff. So that's all I have for tonight. If you like my content, please like, please share, please subscribe. Cougar's Closet. Mwah.